So you will have to excuse me. I'm having a really bad day, real world. So I decided to kind of do something to what do you say, distract myself. So here I am, early start, long day, long stream. Apart from that, I found out something about the game. It really pissed me off. I stopped playing for a few years because I got fed up with something, and I'll just tell you what that was. In that one, oh no, how did it work exactly? Oh yes, I was playing through. The Xenon were coming in here through this gate. I got a bit sort of didn't like that, so they built two stations here where these question marks are, very close together, a bit like these two, I suppose, but a bit further in. And I couldn't destroy them. I just kind of plugged away at them, and they kept coming back. They just would not disappear. It was a bug, is what I was told. Do this one. Now I got the same bug. It's still happening here. Okay, there's this one, this one, this one. Not these. I think these are. I don't think those, but yeah. So it's still happening. And did I say this one? Yeah, it's still happening. This one can't be destroyed. That they've been there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. This one cannot be destroyed. I've got. It's very frustrating, but I carry on. You know, whatever. As I got really annoyed because at the time it was Antigone, and they were letting the well, that's Xenon, but they were letting the HOP, who are their enemies and they are at war with them and the Archons, they were allowing the HOP to just calmly fly through their space. So I built that to kill them. They're still doing it. Can't see them now, but they are still doing it, and they are still getting through. Loads getting through to here. Is this owned? It's contested. Perfect. It gives me a chance to explain something else that's got me pissed off. So I went over here. Same thing was happening, and in which sector was it? It was this one, where the HOP were coming in here. They were building factories and sort of making their way in that way, and they didn't care. So both sides, this factory building thing, they really didn't mind. And so I built this one to stop them. Next, I came in here. I thought I'll take the fight to them. They're not doing it. The only thing I've ever seen happen, they destroyed that kind of. They got it like this, 0%. And then they left. I don't know why, but they did. Strategic withdrawal, I suppose. What are all these? Just crap. In the meantime, so I've come in here and I'm sort of thought, well, I'll bop away at the factories. And I got to a point where I thought, I'm doing all the work. Nobody else is doing anything. I am. So that got me thinking. And I thought to myself, well, if that's the case, why bother? I know. I'll take it and I'll make these 3 sectors, I'll make them mine. So yes, I can defeat the order, the HOP, the Holy Order of the Pontifex. I can destroy them. I can wipe out, so they've got no stations, no ships, no anything, and they're gone. That's it, done. But even though I go in and defeat, I can never capture these sectors. And the reason I can never capture these sectors is, again, the HOP. They're letting people build. They don't care. They're at war with them, but they don't care. We've even got, look, Antigone. Is it Antigone or is it Oh no, don't know, but I'm allied to them. So whoever it is, you know, they don't care. It's probably Antigone because they're in here. They're also, I mean, it's crap. I'm sorry, it is absolute crap. I can defeat, and the same with this one. I can defeat these in every one of their sectors, and I think I probably could eventually, but better if I look through this other. Oh, can't see anybody. So maybe there is another sector they've got. They might be in there, but I don't think so. Holy Vision. This one I could have taken if this one wasn't there. All I know about that one, they're allied. That's going to mean it's not split. I don't know who it is, but then there's probably more in there. So then the next thing is you think, okay, Xenon. Well, this was Xenon. The Antigone, they fought their way in. Defeated the Xenon. It wasn't actually owned by the Xenon, but the Xenon were the only ones in there who could stay alive more than a few minutes. I actually helped the Antigone to capture that. So then you think, well, maybe we can go on, we can start taking Xenon. Nope. There. Antigone are building in here already. I can go in. I can build more than I could fill this with like 20 stations, and they've got one, and it's still not mine. It's impossible. If I put one station in here and to kill all of the Xenon, it's mine. So it's a bit kind of weird like that. The only way that's the only way I can think of to do it would be to go into, like, they're already coming into here, so I can't capture that one without. I can, but I have to get rid of that, and that means going to war with the Argon. I might be able to get that one. Why would I want that one? There are some. This one is not owned by anybody. All right. Scale plate, but they've got HAT Freeport. HAT is Argon, so yeah, there is. I'm supposed to be allied with HAT. These two. Could I take the scale plate? Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know because I've only been in there once. No, I've ever been in there. Look, it's sort of foggy. Oh yeah, there was a quest that showed me where all the scale plate factories were. So no, I haven't been in there, and probably, you know, we've got Argon here. They've probably gone in and built some stuff there. There are sectors I could take. The Lady sectors, some of these, like this one, I could take that, but problem with that is I've got to go to war with the Taladi. I might be able to get some Split, Heron, something like that, but it's filled with crappiness. I'm sorry, that's pathetic. That's why do they? I don't want the Split. Look, the Split's rubbish. It's got full of Xenon. You've got these. I'd like to be allied to. These I don't care very much, but they're mixed, so I can never take that. I have to go at war with everybody to win anything. This one, look, they've got one Taladi thing there. I don't care about these so much, so I would have to get rid of that one. That would put me at war with the Taladi. I am thinking about going at war with the Paranid. Going to war with the Paranid. That's all I can think of. The Paranid are probably building, I don't know, maybe they're building in here. I don't know, they're not. So that's all I can see that I could possibly do. If the Paranid have one station somewhere, they will win. When you have, on the other hand, when you have two factions, I'm going on, but I mean, so what? Nobody here. When you have more than one faction in a location, it becomes contested. So that's what's going to happen with this. It's going to become contested. The game will then look at who's got most of stuff, who's the strongest within this sector, and it will give that sector to whoever that is. If I just look quickly, and it says it's contested, so it's already started. So eventually then the game is going to look at this and say, right, well, there's more Paranid than there is HOP, so Paranid win is now a Paranid sector. I can't do that. They've got one. If I've got 20 stations in here and the others have got one, if Paranid have got one and HOP might have two, the one that's got two and not me who's got 20 wins. I just can't win. Whatever I do, I cannot win. We got these crappy things. You cannot never be destroyed. So what's the point of trying? So I'm thinking not to carry on. I will leave these. This is what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I was thinking to leave these here because the Paranid will only fight this station. They won't attack any other station. So I can make sure it stays contested, so at least it doesn't belong to the Paranid. I wanted to stop the HOP attacking the Antigone. That was the original plan, and I can sort of do that. But I'm not. I'm going to try and make sure that the Paranid that won't take it. They won't take it over. If I weaken the HOP too much, they will. So I have to do a little bit of a rethink, I think. I can put a station in here to make sure they don't get it, but I'm not that. That's petty. So that. Now, probably cannot take... There's a sector over here. And this, I probably can't take that from the Xenon because I'd have to go through the enemy, and they're probably building in the sector I haven't been to yet, but they probably building in there anyway, so there's no point in trying. Can't have that one. Can't have that one because what I'd have to do, I'd have to build in here. All right, and I would have to be the only one that survives in here. You can see what happens. I could send a fleet. I can't. I mean, the size of the fleet. Then I can't do that. Could I take Sagaris? No, because Terran's build. I know they're pretty sure they're building in here anyway. They might not be, but I think they are. It's next door to them. They Antigone have. This is Antigone. It has Terran's things in there as well. I bet if I look in here, it probably says it's contested. So, but I can't get that one. I can't take Antigone. Terran. I don't know. I haven't been into Terran, but I'm sure there's problems there too. I could look at this. That will show me if there's anybody. If it's not contested, okay. But I don't. I mean, who wants to be? There's nothing there. There's no reason to be there at all. The closest would be this. I mean, they're really crap sectors. That's the truth of it. All the good stuff is already belongs, and it does right at the start of the game to the others. You look at this. This is nothing but ore, and this one is completely empty. I don't like either set. I mean, so I can't win. I can't win. It's the unwinnable war. I have to. I would have to go to war with HOP. I already have. Paranid, Antigone, Argon, possibly Terran, because they are around as well. I can't see them there. That is Terran, so they might have something. I mean, that's a big ship. I don't know what's going on with that. From what I've seen, because I've looked into this a bit, it seems that the only way to do it is when you start the game, getting quick, and you can get some like that one maybe. You'd have to defeat the Xenon for that one. You might be able to get this one. That's fairly quiet, that one. That goes to Split. That's the thing. So if the split come in, but it's just ore. There's nothing interesting to me in there. Hatikvah, you can't get this. Is contested at the beginning, I think. If this one is contested, no, but it's Argon. Why would I want to go to war with the Argon? Another option would be, let's do this. If I look here, that is Antigone. Antigone? That's an Antigone construction vessel. What are they doing up here? Building, I expect. So I'm a bit stuck. I mean, the one thing you could do, I suppose, is just play the game without the expansions, install the expansions, and when you're ready with a big fleet, and then go in and take over Split Space, which is boring, or Terran Space, which is also boring. I don't want any of those, so I don't know. You can see it. See the different colors here. That one, I don't really know who that is. Look, you can't take a sector because there's more than one race in there. One building, one station. That's all it takes. So, looking at this, I was gonna come in here. I thought take them all. I don't know. I'd like to know in a way, but I mean, it's not my job to figure these things out. But I vaguely not. I don't want to say interested. I kind of want to know what happens if I build a station in here. What happens? Does that mean that it never doesn't belong to either side ever? It just stays contested. I think that's okay. I don't mind that. But then there is a quest you do, and the outcome of the quest is you choose to make peace between the two, or for one to win, for these apparently to win over these. I can work for one side or the other, but I cannot work for myself. Personally, I think the way to do it is to build up a fleet, build up an empire, if you like, rich, wealthy, whatever, and then just go to war with everybody at the same time. So I think what I would do, you'd have to make sure that you've got enough of everything, and then you go in, wipe out the whole sector. But then the problem is these things that you cannot be destroyed. If they cannot be destroyed, how can I take the sector? Anyone? There's nothing I can do. I can't do anything. If I were to take, let's say I went to war. I can't go to war against these because I would have to go to war against Argon to capture their sectors. I'd have to go Argon, this one, because what happens, you see, is I can go to war. I can wipe out every Antigone nation, but I wouldn't get this sector. Argon would if I did that. These are Argon, so I could never I can just take these. I can actually go in here and I can terraform the planet. I can put my headquarters in this sector. I can move it. I can do all kinds of stuff, but I can never make it mine. I don't know. All right, let's have a look at races. Planning ahead a bit. Who is it that Nobody much seems to build in here. But if I weaken them, oh, I'll tell you who does is HOP. Right, so you'd have to go to war with HOP to stop them in here. Then go to war with the Paranid. Go to war with the, probably have to go to war with this lot. This is probably contest Taladi. So I probably have to, I suppose I'd have to go to war with the Taladi to stop them building in here, taking it over. Or I take it first or something. Oh, I can, because you can't destroy all the stations. It's all about this. No. It's all about, where are we? Take this one. See this? There's a module in the middle. It's called, it's this one, Administrative Center. It's this shape, so you can see it's that big thing in the middle. That. So what I can do, I just have to put that in there, and I have to be the only one in there in the sector, and that's it. I wonder, going into here, like this one, has this got one of those? I think it has. Yep, it has, but it doesn't exist at the moment because I blew it up. But the station's there. Station's there, but only the plan. Not the app. It's not built. I think I'd probably have to destroy the whole thing. I'd have to destroy, this one's got one. I'd have to destroy the whole all stations, I suppose. I suppose my question of people who know is, how can I defeat that Holy Order of the Pontifex and take over? I don't think I can. Is there a mod that stops like, well, you would stop, so Antigone doesn't build in Pontifex, and Pontifex doesn't build in Paranid and all this stuff, so they stick to their own sectors. Is that possible? A mod that stops it? Can I make one? I've made tons of mods for Skyrim. Downloadable ones, not just me knocking about, proper ones. Okay, well, I've had a gripe. I said I've had a bad day. To be honest with you, I can't get bothered with streaming right now. I'll come back later, but there you go. I've had me moan.